All right.
All right, just like that, we're here. Look at this.
Hold on a second. Guys, if we're too busy and we don't have a chance to put the announcement around that we'll be on at 5 o'clock, we'll be here at 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, people are just filing in like crazy right now, so it's all good. And
Phil made it on time, which is unbelievable. That's great. Phil Dillon is here. Tracy, of course.
Oh,
Liz, Lorianne, Tammy, Debbie, Stella, Beverly.
Oh, Stella's here. You know I have something for her.
Yeah,
They're talking about this thing, right? With this, is this it right here?
There it is.
Okay.
There it is.
This is the last time we were at the airport. I think no, I'm just joking. All right.
Now, guys, what we're doing on Friday, is this. We want you to send us in to info@georgemagazine.com. There it is.
Yep.
There it is. Send us in, and this is for our subscribers because we'll check and send us in pictures of your little your cute little fur babies that we all love so much, and we'll and with a short description, and make sure it says Subscriber Friday in the subject line.
Yes.
And we'll put them up there, and we'll have a big old time talking about our little fur babies.
You know, we've been doing this thing, and this week it will happen, but we were deciding what day to do this. And Thursdays, okay, I get it today. Is it Monday today? We're at Monday.
Today's Monday, Earth.
So Thursdays is usually our really big day. So we wanted to keep that with all the information. On Friday, we're just hanging out. But for subscribers only, and then we'll leave it up for about 5 days, 6 days for everyone else, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll leave it up for the rest of the week. And then come the new show, we'll pull the other one down and so on.
Right.
But it's gonna be good. Wednesday, we've got Larry coming on.
Great!
He's gonna hang out with us on Wednesdays. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna start opening these shows up. Let's see, Joyce Ann is here, Pamela. Let's see, William made it. All right. Well, we got a good gang. We got a good gang going. All right, Gene, you wouldn't happen to have that catch by Carson Bengal?
I do.
You do? Play that. So,
all right, here we go.
That's Mets relief.
Yes.
One down the right field line, and Bench dives and makes a fantastic catch. Oh!
Play it again. Gene takes a 15-second clip and cuts it down so it's 9 seconds. Play it one more time so the folks can see it. My goodness.
All right, here we go.
One down the right field line, and Bench dives and makes a fantastic catch. Oh!
See, now, of course, because Bench made that great catch, Mets got to trade him. He's got to be traded now because he's a good player. You can't have good players on the Mets. Listen, I'm going to tell you, I really think that the whole New York Mets strategy is that if they happen to win, if they happen to win the division, the playoffs, whatever it is, it's like a happy accident. And then right after the season's over, they get rid of everybody and start from ground zero again.
So you guys know, we are both Met fans, but the thing with what's going on here is the Mets have the second biggest payroll of all baseball, but they are the worst team in all of baseball.
Yeah.
So that's what we've been dealing with.
Yeah. Right. Since 1962.
All right. Dave, there's so much to start out here. And by the way, could you share this? Because I'm just about to go into my bitching fest here.
Yes, please.
How about that? How about that for a team?
Share the link because we've got a lot of stuff to fight about here. So please share the link with your friends. They will not get mad. They'll say, those two guys are great, especially the slightly older one is very handsome. That's what they'll say.
Really quick, while I'm at this, is everyone online here, is Dave's audio okay? It sounds a little bit low to me. But
is it low for you?
It's low to me. Oh my goodness.
Well, you can't, all right. Well, hold on.
All right, I'm not getting a response. It's all good. All right.
How about now?
Perfect.
Okay.
See, there we go.
I just don't want it to be too loud so that it distorts on the video.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys, today is very interesting because of this whole thing with the devotional today. And Dave and I didn't plan this out, but the devotional that Dave wrote today and mine really coincided at the same time. I don't know if you could narrow it down to a theme, but the theme basically is, guys, just go back to what we're trying to do here, because this truth movement has turned into a movement of lies, by the way.
Don't be taken in by the fables.
Yes. Okay. Now you're going to hear me go off on a second, but I just want to show a clip from the devotional this morning. Here we go. And Dave can expound on it. Let me just.
Thank you, Aaron.
Jeez. I don't know where it is. Oh, my goodness. I feel so embarrassed here.
It's all right. It's all right. It's the one about the Great Awakening.
Yes. I know. I'm trying to. My goodness. Hold on, guys. This is heavy duty stuff here. It's not here.
I think it's the one where you put first.
Oh my goodness.
We decoded Gene. He's now Gene Decode. This is now Gene Decode. We had to decode him. He had the video and coding.
I was making sure I got this. I was like, Gene, this video has to be first. I put first. I'm like, it's supposed to say devote.
Listen, from now on, we'll call you Maxwell Smart.
All right.
Chief, all right. I had it, and then I lost the decoder.
All right. Watch this 45 seconds of the devotional only. Here we go. Thank you, Dave.
Instead of actually waking up, they are lulled back to sleep by a counterfeit light. It is madness disguised as enlightenment. This counterfeit light is effective because it offers the feeling of righteousness for a very low price. All a person has to do is change their political alignment or adopt a new earthly trend. It creates an emotional high, a sense of spiritual achievement that requires zero internal change, zero real repentance, and zero moral transformation. Right now, millions of truth seekers are caught in this cycle, mistaking a shift in their cultural allegiances for a shift in their soul.
Okay, Dave, it was interesting that we were both aligned to this when you did this devotional today, my devotional, which we didn't consult. It just happened to go along with that. Yeah, any thoughts on this one today, Dave?
Yeah, we have to be very careful with all of this dark to light kind of stuff. To Christians, to Bible-believing Christians, obviously our light is the Lord Jesus Christ. But when these people talk about dark to light, think of the checkerboard in the Masonic Lodge. They're not talking about what you think they are. So there's a lot more to this whole Great Awakening thing. And it's almost in their minds and in the minds of the propagators of this, it's a moving from the darkness of the satanic realm corruption to the light of Luciferianism. So it's a very different situation. And the Apostle Paul tells us, frankly, to put on the armor of light, meaning put on the Lord Jesus Christ. And that is the awakening.
Yes. In this video, and you can see it by going to the Facebook, but there's other places that we posted it, YouTube including. People have a sense of righteousness. And this movement that we have come into through this, there has been a lot of good because people are like, let's expose corruption, let's do this. But it has turned into a collection of fairy tales and lies. And I'm going to say this because earlier today, someone posted online I'll just say it, talking about Walmart. And I normally don't name the business because I don't want to add to it, but it was saying military convoys were seen entering the loading docks. They're extracting something or someone, tunnels connecting Walmart sublevels to nearby military bases. Guys, this is not true. It's not true at all, and is quickly verified. Basically, translation, all of these Walmarts are really used for nefarious purposes. It's not to make money. It's not to make money. It's for underground tunnels and everything. You realize that this damages people's livelihood because these are lies about what's going on. It's not truth. It's the opposite of truth.
If there was anything like this that was actually happening, everyone has a smartphone, and on every phone is a camera, and the cameras today, they're not garbage cameras. I mean, these are high megapixel cameras. They would be covertly filming it, whatever was happening, and then putting it up on some anonymous account on X or Facebook or YouTube or whatever it is, and it would get out there.
Right.
But that's not what's happening at all. And nobody, first of all, the original poster puts it up for clicks and views and monetization and following. And then the other people that share it are sharing it just because they're lazy and don't feel like actually checking if it's true.
Right. I have a saying, guys, and the saying is, if it were true, this would happen. You can't, I know you could. You can't shoplift at Walmart. There's cameras and all of this. And I know what this is implying, that there are sex trafficking children underneath the tunnels. I know what these guys are saying. Do you realize there's cameras everywhere at Walmart? Do you realize this is not true? It says here that 47 stores closed in one night. It's not true. It's not true. So you guys are sharing lies. You're supposed to be truth tellers, and you feel great. But Gene Ho, you're asleep. You're asleep. No, I'm calling you out on a lie, and then you need to repent because you're claiming to be Christians. So you need to say, you know what, Gene? You're right. I should have checked it. You know what it is? You know, when that thing happened with that church, and there was a person in the church that I introduced to my daughter that was arrested in a child trafficking sting. Trial, by the way, I believe is June 22nd. You never know. We might send a reporter. That was a trial. But when that happened, Dave, what did we do? We made phone calls to there. We checked with it, make sure that, okay, before we say anything, is this true? So before you share stuff like this, Walmart closes 47 stores in one night. Look what's underneath. Ask yourself if this is a lie. And if it is a lie, and just do your own research and come at me and say, but Gene, you're really asleep. You don't know what's really going on. This is not true. It's not. So stop sharing this stuff. Okay, how about that?
If people just took a few minutes and verified it, it's very easy to verify, and get and go search it out through a couple of different search engines, so you're not pulling up other Facebook posts.
Right.
So search it out, and you'll find it's not true. And once our community actually starts doing that, these pages will go away because they can't get traction.
Right. Or either that, or you just can't prove it. Understand that that's the case. But this one, you can prove it.
Right.
And so if you say something, but Gene, you're not really awake. Actually, you're a gatekeeper to the evil things you're doing. That's not true.
He can't even gatekeep his own gate. His dog gets out all the time, and this happens and that happens. Believe me, we're not gatekeepers.
Okay. There's so much to go over today. Dave, you want me to start with the first one with Rudy Giuliani?
Yeah, but hold on a second. Please, guys, share this link, share it with your friends and so on. Do it now. So as we get into this, it's going to get deep.
I just want to say the reason why all this frustration is coming out is we started this whole movement. Me and you and everyone's sharing even all the lies. We started this saying,
Us,
like, listen,
collectively.
collectively, we don't tolerate the lies of the fake news media. Then we turn into our own version of fake news media.
Right.
Stop sharing the lies. If it
Right.
says that Walmart closes 47 stores in one night, and the implication of it is that they're child sex trafficking, why are you sharing it?
Right.
If it's obviously a lie, all right, we got to do a show here. All right, let's talk about Rudy. You want to do that?
Thank you, Aaron.
Okay, here we go. Lead story today on the Dispatch. By the way, please go get the Dispatch. This is free. Every morning you get it in the with the lead story. Today's lead story is Rudy Giuliani in critical stable in Florida hospital. There has been no reports about what it actually was.
No, we nobody knows what's actually going on, what he's battling, what happened.
Right. The thing that I wanted to say in with this, we are coming to you with our people that we know, the contacts that we have.
Didn't you photograph him for a while?
Yes, and a lot of people think because people like try to downplay me. Oh, Gene, it's only because he got lucky. He photographed Donald Trump, and it is true. I spent time backstage with Rudy Giuliani. But the thing that I wanted to bring out even before this is I was Rudy Giuliani's photographer, or did his photography when he was running for president of the United States. It wasn't a long thing. But this is why people listen to what I say, is because I know these people, and it was long before Trump as well. That people are trying to downplay, oh, Gene Ho, whatever. I know these people. And so, I wish him the best right now. And okay, Dave and I were talking.
He should be able to pull out of it. I mean, if it's who knows what it is.
Let's show a little bit old school Rudy here.
Yeah,
How about that?
yeah.
Here we go.
There's been one man who, above all others, has been the beacon holding this city together and leading it forward.
He's the mayor of New York City, Rudy Giuliani.
This is a better city now than it was before the attack took place, in terms of its spirituality and its understanding of what it means to be an American.
Yeah.
Now, notice he wasn't at a Mets game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
So we wish Rudy the best, and I'm originally from New York. Dave's from New York, and he was a great mayor. Donald Trump already called him the best mayor that New York ever had. So
Rudy came in at a time when the city was forget about it. You couldn't walk around. You couldn't.
Are you saying forget about it? Are you saying forget about it?
Yeah. And it was tough, and he came in with just like a no excuse kind of policy, and the crime just stopped.
Yeah,
most of it just stopped.
Okay, so we wish him the best. Dave, you want to talk about the debt clock, because this is hot.
Yeah, let's hit the debt clock too, because that's another hot button topic.
Is this official? Hey, this is the official seal. Is that a
Guys, share this link. No, you're not going to want to miss this. This debt clock thing, this usdebtclock.org has a lot of people captivated.
Okay.
And it's been, I'm telling you, it's not what you think it is.
Okay. 40-second video. You want me to play it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Play the whole thing.
All right, here we go.
The site feels authoritative. Its glowing digits and dark backdrop mimic the physical national debt clock, a famous billboard that has hung near Times Square in New York City since 1989. Combined with a .org domain name, this aesthetic suggests a connection to official government branches like the Department of the Treasury. To a casual observer, the site appears to be a legitimate public resource for tracking macroeconomic health. However, the U.S. government has zero affiliation with this website. Even the Durst Organization, the private real estate company that owns the physical clock in New York, has issued statements clarifying they have no connection to the site's operators.
So
Yeah.
basically, what the people behind this website have done, and they sell an app too, by the way. I mean, so what they've done is they've set up what is commonly known as a fear funnel, and a fear funnel psychologically gets you afraid. It shows the numbers of the debt going up so fast. It's like your head's going to blow off. The debt's going to just explode. Everything's going to pot. The whole thing is it's about to blow up. And the only safeguards that they casually promote is, of course, the metals and crypto.
Right. And as we
that's where they're funneling you.
right. And listen, we've talked about this before. Like, this whole attack on the Federal Reserve is just incredible. I mean, we could talk about that later. I think we're going to talk about the Fed and all this, the Fed chair. But it's just you know what we should just skip to. You want to talk about the Fed thing now?
Well, here's the thing. If you guys check out the article, we also have if you're on YouTube, we have the video, the full video up there on YouTube that you can watch and so on. It's really a dastardly thing to alter people's perception of our money supply, our economy, and so on. And it's way out. It's way off.
Yeah. Well,
and you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe Gene. Just do casual searches and a little bit of investigating on your own, and you'll see it. It's what they're saying is not real.
Oh, yeah. Well, on the video, if you watch the whole video, I'll give you an example of what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
If you buy a car and you have the car that you bought, and then you can see, oh, well, I still owe this for the debt. The debt clock is not putting to account all the assets that the United States has at the same time.
Of course not. Right.
So just watch the video. Watch the video that we have there. Okay.
The whole purpose of that website is to get you afraid. That's it. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Do you want to talk about blockade? The blockade with.
Well, blockade, or we could go right into. Well, yeah. Let's save that.
I'd rather do the Fed. You want to do the Fed?
Coalition builder at the Fed. Yeah.
So let's do this while we're here on the topic. Let's just skip on to this. Okay. I'll read the title there. Powell stays on as Fed Board governor. Violates all norms, Besson says. Okay, I know it sounds confusing because a lot of people don't know that there's a Fed chairman. Growing up, Alan Greenspan, you all know about the Fed chairman, but there are also 6 others, I believe, that are governors that vote on. Okay, they vote on policy, correct? Is that what
yeah, there are 12 governors. And the federal, they're all appointed by Congress. The chairman is appointed by the president. Everyone has to be approved, and so on. So now President Trump wants someone in there that's going to reform the Federal Reserve, and that's Kevin Walsh. He was already approved by the Senate Banking Committee, our friend Tim Scott, and pushed that through. And now
Tim Scott's in that picture. Okay, I remember that.
Don't worry about that. So now you have Jerome Powell saying that he's going to stay on as a governor. Now you know why he's staying on, so that he can sit in the corner and coalition build. And every time the new chairman wants to institute some reforms, to say he could sit there and whisper, "No, I don't think I agree with this," and talk to and get 3 or 4 of the other governors together, and they'll all dissent. He's just there to be a pain in the neck. That's the only reason he's staying. Whatever excuse he gives is nonsense.
This is what he is saying. 44 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Powell made clear today he was staying on to make sure that a probe into the Fed headquarters renovations launched by the Trump administration is, quote, well and truly over. He also addressed the persistent attacks from the president himself.
I've never suggested that such verbal criticism is a problem, and neither has anyone else here. But these legal actions by the administration are unprecedented in our 113-year history, and there are ongoing threats of additional such actions. I worry that these attacks are battering the institution and putting at risk the thing that really matters to the public, which is the ability to conduct monetary policy without taking into consideration political factors.
All right, Dave, can I explain
Yeah,
here?
go ahead. Yeah, I'm looking up the renovation course.
Yeah, okay, there we go, because we're going along with this. Okay. As a reminder, the Fed governors and the Fed chairs, their term goes a little bit like, I don't even know, 12 years?
Okay. His term is up. His term is up.
Term was up.
But now here's the problem that he has. So the president says they're out in the motorcade. He goes, you know what? Let's drive past the Federal Reserve renovation. Let's see what's going on there. I want to take a look at the plan. I want to see what they're doing. He goes by there. He says, man alive, I could do this for $200 million and knock it all out. Meanwhile, the Federal Reserve is looking for the American taxpayer to spend $2.5 billion for this renovation. Hence why Trump is all whacked out about it, because being a builder his whole life, he knows the cost. So in his mind, he's thinking, well, somebody's getting rich off of this.
Right, because to make, if he was a builder, and he is, he would say, I could do this for X amount. I could make it tremendous for this amount, but why is it costing so much? So is someone taking the money and giving it over somewhere else?
Right. This is another situation like when Kristi Noem did the $200 million advertisement of her on the horse.
Right. And Trump called her out. Trump called her out on that. Said my whole campaign to be president of the United States didn't cost that much.
Right. And there she is in the ad with the hat. And I mean, it was just, these people have been bilking the system, and the Trump administration is really doing a great job of pushing back on it and cutting these expenses and so on. But they get out there and they message, and then you have the lunatic podcasters and posters on social media, the X and Rumble, parroting their words or just saying crazy stuff like, "Oh, I've had it with Trump," right, Gene? Didn't we have a candidate that's doing that?
Yeah. Okay. Just so here we have this going on with the Fed chair, and this is Trump in action. His term expires. He didn't need to fire him. His term expires. Right. He says, "Okay, I'm going to get a new one that's going to be good." But once again, this is where is the talk on this where people say, "Wow, Trump said you're spending this much for renovations. Why?" Okay.
See, and that this is the whole problem. Kevin Walsh, he's going to get in there, and he'll dig into the renovation costs. See, that's why Powell wants to stick around. See, that's the behind the scenes. Yes, to absolutely try and block everything that the new Fed chairman wants to institute and the reforms, as well protect whoever is getting the lion's share of these funds for the renovation. See, so this is all gonna blow up.
Okay. Dave, you want to talk about this blockade here with this storyline here? Okay. Iran blockade going global is a warning sign to China and Russia. And once again, we're just telling you what no one else is telling you with this. Trump has a plan in place, and by doing this, it affects other countries and it makes United States stronger and other countries weaker.
Yep.
Is there any more way to say it than that?
Even today, Gene, there was 7. They sent out 7 of the little cigarette boats. They call them speed boats, whatever it is, and they fired on a South Korean vessel, and the Navy. All 7 of them are blown to bits. Okay, so we got rid. As soon as they come out, we just hit them. But they managed to get a couple of shots off. So the president was like, it would be nice, since these are South Korean vessels. What in the world are we're shooting off our ammo? Why don't you come over here and kind of help us?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, check out this video with this, because by doing this, it affects other countries here. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
And his blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. I mean, what would that mean for China?
Well, this will have a direct consequence for China. A tiny fraction of the normal amount of crude that had been passing through the Strait of Hormuz since the start of the war had been Iranian crude earmarked for China, essentially. In fact, just this weekend, research group Trivium China says this war couldn't have come at a worse time for the country.
Okay. Dave, it's a lot.
Come on. The girl, the first thing she says, well, a little very, very, very small, teeny tiny, teensy amount was earmarked for China. And that's because, she's got the two goons on either side of her going, you better say it right now. You better say it right. That's what's going on. Meanwhile, China's been buying as much as they can of Iranian oil. That's how they fill the stockpiles. But it's just a teeny, such a small amount. I can't even imagine.
Oh my gosh.
I got to tell you.
All right.
That's
all right, guys. There's still time.
That's what's going to go on. He's going to tell. Go ahead. What?
No, we're going to still share this because we still got the Ramaswamy story to go.
Oh, so we're going to get on.
We're not letting up
this link because we got Vivek Ramaswamy coming up.
For a reason, too, because it's like these
we're going to talk about Vivek and his run for governor in Ohio. And big story in the Dispatch today, how they're coming into over the weekend today, and as much as they can tomorrow, they are coming in like a tornado, Vivek and Trump.
Yes. Okay. Here's the story.
But let's talk about. Hold on 1 second. Go back to the girl again, and because she's making the case that China they don't even need this oil. Sink the tanker. Oh, you want to sink the tanker if you want, because it's such a small thing for China. China needs nothing. We operate here on love. We don't need any oil. We operate on love.
You realize that the United States, I'm talking about you. You realize we're flush with oil, but we got the oil.
Oh, now wait a minute, Gene. I read a story the other day. Now they got former geologists. It's always a former geologist who's sitting in his house wondering how he's going to pay his electric bill that comes up with this stuff. So some former geologist came out and said that, the United States might have oil today, but it's going to run out. We don't have that much. If we keep at this production level, it's all going to run out.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not going to run out.
Dave, we got to do that video one more time.
All right. Yes.
We got to make sure she said it. And by the way, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We got another record here. Here we go.
And his blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. I mean, what would that mean for China?
Well, this will have a direct consequence for China. A tiny fraction of the normal amount of crude that had been passing through the Strait of Hormuz since the start of the war had been Iranian crude earmarked for China, essentially. In fact, just this weekend, research group Trivium China says this war couldn't have come at a worse time for the country.
This is the end of the world. There's no. It's just a tiny bit.
It's so small. You can fit it in a Dixie cup. The amount of oil that we get that China gets from it's like a little Dixie cup full.
This is very bad. With the oil, there's no oil. It's just a tiny oil. It's just so little. It's just little.
Listen. Figure it out. You got the UAE is going to start dumping another 2 million barrels a day onto the oil market here shortly. The Saudis have have pressured all the other OPEC members to start increasing their output. So you're going to see gas prices dropping here shortly.
Yeah. All right.
Don't you worry about it. I mean, if you go to the pump and it's $3.75 as opposed to $4.15, really? What are you doing? You're putting 10 gallons in? You know that's what you all are doing. You go to the gas pump. You think you're not filling up your tank every time. You go into the gas pump. You think, oh, I got a $10 bill. $10. That's what you're doing.
And I can't be the only one that's like, oh, my car takes premium. Screw it. We'll put 87 in there. I cannot be the only one that does that. All right. I'm just saying.
Dylan, we'll get. Where were you, Dylan? Where are you buying your $2.60 gas? If you don't mind me, as general area.
No,
if you say California, we know you're a gosh darn liar.
No. It was before the war. It was here in Arkansas. It's 260.
I don't know. Oh, Rhode Island. Really? Okay. That's pretty good. It'll get down there. It might not get down to 260 because you know how the states and the oil companies are. Once they realize these jokers will pay a little bit more. So we'll see.
All right, guys. We got to cover this because this is the one you've been waiting for. And thank you for sharing it. Here we go.
Yes.
And when you see this video, you're going to be like, oh, my goodness. These people. Okay. Understand Trump and Vivek are together on this.
Yes.
Trump is endorsing him. I'm sure he's endorsed him. I don't know, but he's endorsed him, and that's his guy. So it's interesting. There is a primary coming up there
tomorrow. It's not a primary. It's isn't it the gubernatorial? It's the governor's election tomorrow.
No, it's the primary. It's a primary tomorrow, I think. Right?
Oh, you're right. I'm getting ahead of my skis.
Okay, so tomorrow's the primary. Reminder, Donald Trump effectively took over the Republican Party. When he came in 2017, I was there. He did not have it. But throughout the process, he got his people into place by either threatening them and saying, I'm going to primary you if you don't see things my way, or he put people in place. However it is, this is not the Rhino Party anymore. The Republican Party is led by Donald Trump. So much as proof, Laura Trump was co-chair of the Republican Party.
Right. She was co-chair of the Republican Party. So basically what Gina's saying is the rhinos are the ones that are against Trump now.
Right. Those are the rhinos. So when you hear this, when you hear these podcasters or any influencers say, oh my goodness, we're not supporting the Republican Party, that means you're not supporting Trump. But they won't admit it because I love Trump.
The thing is, Jane, we did not rebel, so to speak. We did not rebel against the mainstream media just to replace it with a goon squad of podcasters and BS posters from X who just propagate their opinions as facts. They bring nothing. What are they bringing to the table? They're not bringing you like accurate news stories or real information. It's all their opinions.
As a reminder, this is what you should look for, because once you see it, you cannot unsee it. To propagate this, they have actors. So you have the muscle people. They're the people with the T-shirts and muscle shirts that they go, hey, I believe in this because I was this and this. Those are one group because they're going to appeal to a certain demographics because they're goons, right? They're the tough guy. I'm a tough guy. This is what I think, right? Then you have a certain segment that is the babe.
Yeah. So you got the muscle guy and the babe. Go ahead.
Muscle Guy and the Babe, and they're ones that are very pretty and everything, and they say this, and they will appeal to a certain one.
And they have more followers than anybody else.
Including me.
Hey, it is what it is. All right, so go ahead.
Okay,
Right,
so
you got the Muscle Guy, and
Muscle
then you
Guy's
got
the Babe Land. Then you have a certain one that they propagate up. I'm only a mom. I'm only whatever. I'm only a redneck. I'm only this. I'm only that.
I'm only a hillbilly. I'm only a mom. It's just me.
It's just me. Just me. I'm just a mom. Those appeal to another segment.
Yeah.
Then you have the traditional ones with the tie.
Right.
I am presenting you this information because I heard it from a credible source in the military. Because they're the newsy type.
Right.
And they propagate it. But the one thing they all have in common, at the end of the day, don't vote.
Right.
Don't vote. And some of them will not say that outright. Some of them will. Some of them will say, you're not going to vote your way out of this. Other ones will say, the righteous ones, I can't do this. I can't vote for this person because he is a Mason. He's a master Mason, whatever.
Right.
You'll have them. But ultimately, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Find out which category they fall under.
Yeah. After you've heard what they had to say, your general attitude, if somebody says, "Hey, are you going to go vote on election? Are you going to cast your ballot mail or whatever?" Your attitude will be, "What's the use?
Right?
What's the point?
Right.
What's the point?" See, that's where they'll have you mentally, and then they've accomplished their goal. And the other side wins.
Right.
Because all of these people that Gene just talked about are working for they're working for the left.
That's why they fit under that category. Okay.
Right.
Let's talk about Ramaswamy because notice what Ramaswamy's Republican primary person, see if you can find the magic word here. Here we go.
Yeah.
Two candidates in the primaries, but also in the general, talk about what Ohio could be, where they want to take Ohio. I really see only Vivek Ramaswamy as bringing us there.
Running against Ramaswamy is Casey Putsch, a YouTuber and automotive entrepreneur. He presents himself as a Republican alternative to Ramaswamy.
I supported Trump. I voted for him every time. I contributed to his campaign. When he got in, I thought, I'm gonna back off on politics and stuff. I'm gonna try to live my life, do the nonprofit, help people there, build a business, build a family. But then, the Epstein cover-up, and then unregulated AI for 10 years. I'm like, dude, we're done. You just sold the world out to the tech bros.
No gubernatorial candidate ever in the history of gubernatorial candidates would ever say that in an interview. Ever. These are talking points that this guy has been told to say in every interview to jam it down people's throats.
Right. And we see a constant with this, with the network. Here's what you say. I supported Trump. I voted for him 3 times, but now I can't because of fill in the blank. And the latest one, fill in the blank, is Epstein. Because of I was going to, but how could you ever? Meanwhile, let's go back to it. Where are all the people that say the same thing, that say, guys, we have to have nothing to do with Bannon? Because all the other industries said the same thing, anyone touching Epstein.
Yeah. And you're going to start seeing it on social media, especially on X. Gene, just over the weekend, what's this person's name? Sally Kim?
Oh, I think Matt Kim, is that what it is?
Matt Kim. Matt Kim. Yeah, it's the same story. Oh, I voted for Trump 15 times. I've donated, but I'm done with him. I can't have anything to do with him.
Right.
And then today you have Tim Pool saying the same nonsense. That's what I'm saying. These people they bring nothing to your life. they're just, if you want to watch them for entertainment purposes, that's your prerogative. But they're not giving you anything to help you in any way. It's all to drag you down and get you depressed. And
ultimately, at the end of the day, because this is such an important midterms, if it comes down to it, watch the ones who say, "What I can't vote for because of whatever reason." Then it gets into your mind because it's cheating. They're doing this. They're doing that. They're a master mason. Whatever it is, if they say don't vote, that's your cue to run from them. Okay, we did it. Okay, really quick before we go, and thank you very much. We had a record number of people staying here. Don't forget, on Friday, this show changes to only subscribers to anything of George Magazine, whether it's the actual magazine, whatever. We'll keep talking about that.
Now, I want you all to know that Dylan followed instructions. He already sent in an image of his little frogs, and we're going to have those. We'll have those for you this Friday. We'll showcase that. It's very simple. Subject line: Subscriber Friday. In the text of the body of the email, a little description, and then your pictures of your favorites. It could be a little doggy, it could be your cat, it could be your bird, your horse, goldfish, the cows. Well, let's not get crazy.
Guys, thank you so much. We love you. By the way, you can see we're giddy because we are growing in everything we're doing. So I want to thank you for that, and thank you for joining us tonight. Okay? Thank you, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Lord willing.
Thanks for checking us out. Don't forget to go to georgemagazine.com and sign up for the Dispatch. It's free. Get the emails and the news stories. And check us out Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You can check us out on Facebook and YouTube. We'll see you then.